Everybody asks him about that in every interview. And so if you do that for 20 years, I can tell you there's a burning desire for him to win a championship.
Joe Gibbs just shocked the NASCAR world with a revelation about Denny Hamlin that no one expected. After more than 20 years of working together, Gibbs finally opened up about Hamlin's biggest obsession, and what he revealed has fans seeing their partnership in a whole new light. Let's wind the clock back to 2004, a quiet but pivotal moment in NASCAR history. A 24-year-old Denny Hamlin walked into Joe Gibbs Racing as a developmental driver, carrying big dreams, but little fanfare. What started as a test between an ambitious young racer and one of NASCAR's most respected teams soon grew into one of the sport's most enduring partnerships, a story still being written 2 decades later. At the time, Hamlin was far from a household name. A relatively unknown driver with raw speed and an analytical racing mind, his entry into JGR was seen more as an investment in potential than a surefire bet. But Joe Gibbs saw something special. Fast forward 21 years, and Denny Hamlin isn't just the most successful Cup driver in JGR history, he's also the emotional backbone of the team, a staple of consistency in a sport where drivers often bounce between teams like marbles on a hardwood floor. With 60 career Cup Series victories, Hamlin has left an indelible mark on NASCAR. His records, pole positions, playoff appearances, and race wins put him in rarefied company. Yet, the glaring omission from his resume remains the same: a Cup Series championship. And it's this void, this missing crown jewel, that Joe Gibbs recently described as the unrelenting fire still burning inside Hamlin.
And I think for everybody, the only thing that Denny has not claimed is a championship. And so I know everybody asks him about that in every interview. And so if you do that for 20 years, I can tell you there's a burning desire for him to win a championship.
That desire has been the fuel behind Hamlin's decade-spanning consistency. Year after year, season after season, he returns to the track not just to compete, but to conquer, to chase the ultimate prize that continues to slip just out of reach. For Gibbs, that hunger, rather than diminishing over time, has only intensified Hamlin's determination.
All the things that he does now, he's an owner of a race team. Okay, he races for us, and all he's done over those years, his family, where he is today, when he first came with us, all that's just a huge story.
Hamlin is now more than a driver. As co-owner of 23XI Racing, the team he co-founded with NBA legend Michael Jordan, he's extended his influence beyond the driver's seat. 23XI has grown into a competitive outfit, developing drivers like Bubba Wallace and Tyler Reddick, while also carving out its space in the sports narrative. But even with the demands of ownership, Hamlin remains committed to his JGR driving duties. In fact, some argue that balancing both roles has made him more focused, more measured, and more driven than ever. But what is it about that elusive championship that keeps gnawing at him? It's not for lack of opportunity. Hamlin has come achingly close multiple times. His best shot came in 2010 when he finished second in the standings, and several other seasons saw him qualify for the Championship 4, only to fall short in the finale. Whether it was untimely mechanical failures, strategic missteps, or sheer bad luck, the trophy always remained one step away. Hamlin's composure through these heartbreaks is a testament to his growth. Early in his career, he might have allowed disappointment to manifest as frustration or anger. Today, he channels it into preparation, into execution, into resilience. He doesn't dwell, he evolves, and Joe Gibbs knows this better than anyone. The team owner has witnessed the full arc of Hamlin's journey, from a quiet rookie to a veteran leader, from a race winner to a team owner. And it's clear that the fire hasn't dimmed in the slightest. If anything, the championship drought has forged a more resolute competitor. Yet, 2025 might be Hamlin's most emotionally charged season to date. Not only has he reached the 60-win milestone, further cementing his Hall of Fame credentials, but he's done so while carrying the weight of expectation. At 44, many would be looking to wind down, to ease out of the cockpit and into a consultant role. Not Hamlin, he's in the Championship 4 again this year, locked in with a dominant win at Las Vegas. And while he plays the part of the sport's anti-hero, often booed by crowds and taunting them with a smile, behind the scenes, he's laser-focused. As he once put it, "I just hope that I leave Phoenix knowing that I did the best that I could do. There's nothing I could have done different." Alongside Hamlin in the 2025 Championship 4 stands Chase Briscoe, a new addition to Joe Gibbs Racing, and a story that couldn't be more different from Hamlin's, yet one that Gibbs is equally proud of. As Briscoe's story is one of grit and patience. Before the accolades and top finishes, Briscoe was literally sleeping on a couch to make his NASCAR dream work. That couch, belonging to his friend and videographer Ross Weiss, would become a symbol of his early sacrifices. In fact, Briscoe slept on it for years while living with Christopher Bell and chasing every opportunity he could find. He slept on that couch for like 2 years while trying to get an opportunity in the sport, Gibbs recounted with admiration. To see him, a first-year guy, be able to get everything done that he's got done, be on 7 poles, won 3 races, to wind up in the Final 4, that's a great story. Briscoe's rise through the ARCA Menard Series, his debut in the Xfinity Series, and now his breakout year in the Cup Series paints the picture of a driver who's earned everything. Gibbs's decision to bring him into JGR now seems like a masterstroke. He's delivered poles, wins, and poise beyond his years, particularly in the high-stakes atmosphere of the playoffs. In a sport where young talent is often devoured by pressure, Briscoe has stood tall. At Pocono, he even beat his teammate Hamlin, a symbolic passing of the torch moment perhaps, or just a glimpse into the internal competition that makes JGR so formidable. What makes this Championship 4 showdown so compelling is not just the talent on display, but the narratives colliding. You have Hamlin, the veteran chasing redemption, Briscoe, the rookie chasing glory. 2 teammates, 1 legacy team, both pushing toward a shared but individual goal. Joe Gibbs's bombshell, then, isn't just about Hamlin's obsession with the championship, it's the revelation that this obsession, far from being a burden, is what defines him. It's what keeps him sharp, what fuels his performance, and what makes him one of NASCAR's greatest drivers even without the crown. In many ways, Gibbs's comments peel back the curtain on what it takes to be elite in motorsports. It's not just about speed or machinery, it's about mindset, it's about obsession. And for Hamlin, that obsession isn't destructive, it's directional. It guides every decision, every lap, every pit call. As Phoenix looms, the stakes couldn't be higher. Hamlin has once again put himself in position. He's done the hard work. He's remained healthy. His team is prepared. Now only 312 laps stand between him and that ever-elusive championship. Will this finally be the year? Will Denny Hamlin silence the doubters, answer the questions, and claim what he's spent 2 decades chasing? Or will fate intervene once more, reminding us all why this sport is as unforgiving as it is thrilling? Whatever the outcome, one thing is clear. Denny Hamlin's story and Joe Gibbs' belief in him is already one for the ages. And if that final piece of hardware does land in his hands, it will be not just a triumph, but a vindication of 20 years of obsession, endurance, and unshakable belief.